Alright, it's almost the end of July. Sorry, I haven't been posting like the past week or so. I've been very busy around the house. With all the rain we got down here, I had to mow the lawn several times because it grew so fast. You know, I've had other things going on. Weight loss challenge. I've lost 30 pounds since June 9th. I mean, who would figure? Just by cutting out, you know, high-calorie beer and stuff like that. All the whites, no white bread, no white rice, no potatoes. Well, sweet potatoes are all right, but no white potatoes, stuff like that. And the pounds came off me. Kathy, unfortunately, did not lose that much. And I bought some, like I said earlier in some of my other vlogs, I bought some Pilates equipment, and it hasn't seemed to be working out with Kathy. But the whole thing is women lose weight at a different rate than men do. So she is still a little discouraged and everything else. Hopefully I'm going to go down and get her iced tea, because she was a little upset that she hasn't been losing weight as quickly as I have. So I'm going to go down and get her a Snapple half and half. Focus. You don't know how dangerous something is. That is a black widow spider. Yeah. Took off. It's kind of hard when you're working with gloves. Just because of a creature like this. There she is. Woo! The black widow. That's why I get the gloves on. Here's this little sucker. He's so small. Yowza. First one I've seen here at this house. I've seen them over at my Uncle Clarence's house, which is actually down the street. But that is a female black widow. Hourglass on the tummy, as you can see before. How's that for a pallet creation right there, huh? Now, this can be either used as a kid's stool, or it can be used as a coffee table. I'd like to make a smaller one. The whole thing is I still got to sand it. I got a lot of oil spots on it and stuff, as you can see. But, you know, what do you expect from a pallet? I mean, I could stain it. I left it outside so some of the night air will soak in a little bit, and I can get some more of the ridges and everything else. It's very easy to bevel the edges on this. You just take a rasp, regular steel rasp, and rasp off the edge, and then gently sand it with a palm sander, like what I did and stuff. It looks pretty darn good. I mean, that bench out there, once it dries out, I think I'm going to do the same thing. I think I'm going to do here is sand the edges down on this one too. See, this one here I left spaces because this one here is going to be an outside, as you notice. That one is definitely inside. It's very easy to sand these down. I just usually use a high-powered drill with a sanding disc, and I sand them down really evenly. Now, that one there, I got most of the wood right off the same 3 pallets. It was a high-quality pallet, probably to hold a piece of delicate equipment, so all of the wood was all the same thickness and everything else. And with this here, you can see that I made it a little bit rustic, and you know, they're all uneven, but the whole thing is when you sit on it, it's still very comfortable. Nobody's going to complain about it. You were sitting outside having a few beers and everything else, you know. And the sturdy construction, like I said, I came across some scrap 4x4s. 2x4s were on one of the pallets. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 4x4s, 2 2x4s right there in the center, and of course 2x4s all the way around, making a box set there. And then next, my next pallet creation, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you over here Gosh, the grill. There's something else I have to fix. Now over here, under this bucket, this here is for the septic system. As you can tell, it's busted. When I first moved here, it was overgrown like it is now, and I hit it, and I broke the part of the cap off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a screw top here after I have to remove all of this. So you can tell it was actually glued in, and they're really not supposed to, because you should be able to access the septic system through here to have it drained out, the septic tank rather drained out. Septic tank's right here, and as I showed you before, the whole area of green is the leach field. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little wishing well. Probably, let's see, that's probably about 3 feet high. I'm going to make a wishing well to cover this up, and this way you won't see like a bucket. You'll see a nice little wishing well, and it'll hide the pipe. And I have plenty of the pallets to do so. I got a few pallets here I haven't stripped down yet, and then I have a whole pile of wood still I gotta sort out for that project. And then over here, that pallet there is what I'm going to use to create the brain fire. That's what I'm going to use to see. So this is just about the right size. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it apart. I'm going to use just a few of the small short pieces just to get the proper size. Get out of my coffee! Get out of my coffee! Coffees are not for cats. That's all I need is a wired feral cat running around. Figured out a way to drink my coffee, darn it. You're gonna get yourself in trouble. God, I still got a lot of stuff I gotta go through. I gotta clean up this room. Turning it into kind of like a man time. You can see there's a full Resident Evil collection up there. Plus, you know, the tapestry. Up here, Duke Nukem. And a few items from Star Trek Troopers. Star Wars. All sorts of Star Wars stuff. Over here, Star Blazers models. Tomb Raider, and Resident Evil 3, Tapestry, Provinces of Cyrodiil. Ooh, look at that. Newspaper, the Raccoon Times. Pretty cool. And then, of course, Vault Boy on the map of Capital Wasteland. Electronic blockade runner. Of course, there's my computer. Some more dormas and stuff like that. My project bench. This oscilloscopes, all sorts of fun stuff for tinkering with electronics and everything else. Old busted computer. All I need is a power source, and then what I was going to do is I was going to use that, set it up as network, and use that as photo storage and stuff like that. My tripod for the camera. Should have seen this room before. It's filled with all sorts of stuff, but I've slowly whittled slowly whittled it down. So more projects.